Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a slightly different video. We're going to be discussing my goals for 2022. I'm going to make this video and then come back to it in about a year's time and see whether I hit those goals or maybe not. I just know what, see what happens. Okay, so number one is YouTube based goals. So I don't really want to focus on the outcome, so the amount of subscribers I'm going to get. I'm just going to focus on the kind of input goals. So I just want to produce just around one video per week for the next year and just see what happens. I kind of give myself some leeway, maybe 50 videos. 50 videos is fine, to be honest. If I don't make 52, it's not that big of a deal. I'll probably also experiment with doing shorts and videos at the same time. Maybe having one short during the week and then one of these videos during the weekend. We'll see how it goes, and potentially experiment with 2 videos. And the main thing here is to improve every single video just by 1% every time, whether it's like introducing a sound effect or having like some different animation, or it doesn't really matter, or improving storytelling, or speaking to a camera, upgrading the equipment and stuff like that. Okay, then the physical based goals for the next 2 to 3 months, and then sometime towards the end of the year, I wanted to bulk. I always have these kind of problem where I train and don't eat enough to be in a sufficient surplus and for me to actually put on a significant amount of muscle. So at the moment I'm like 73 kilograms and I'm going to try and get to like 76 to 77 in 3 months, which is around 4 kilograms. Yeah, I think that's quite doable. Okay, this goal is slightly optimistic, but we'll see what happens. And I eat about anywhere between 2,500 calories to about 3,000. And I want to push up to about 3,200 to 3,500. The second thing is I want to do a marathon with about 12 weeks of prep. And this is based off a book I read called For Our Body by Tim Ferriss. He provides a 12-week protocol, which is a combination of weightlifting and endurance training, which should hopefully help you with running a marathon. I want to see how much of an effect doing a protocol like that would actually have. And then I've got 2 kind of smaller ones. One of them is to do Tough Mudder, which is just run around in the mud, I guess, basically. And then the second thing is the Winter Wolf, which is a combined event of like swimming and running in winter, which should be quite interesting. Right, coming back to For Our Body, Tim also talks about a protocol for improving swimming, which again I also want to try out and implement, because I've been trying to learn to swim very passively for a while now, but I just don't swim enough. So here's me, I'm like actively trying to do it, and plus I've got an excuse of making a YouTube video out of it, so that like I kind of have to do it now. Okay, the next thing is events and experience based goals, which I wanted to do. One of the biggest ones, which depending on lockdown should happen, is the Wim Hof Winter Expedition. Whether it's actually Wim himself or one of the instructors, I don't really mind. It's just seeing if I'm actually going to be able to do that. It's something, to be honest, like ever since watching the Yes 3 documentary, I always thought about like this would be so sick to do, and yeah, 2.5 years later I'm finally in a position where I'm able to do that. So it'll be quite nice to do that and then kind of like record my experience with it, which would be just super sick. Okay, and the next thing is the Vipassana meditation retreat. Around 2 years ago, the summer just before lockdown happened, I did a 10-day silent meditation retreat, and for doing nothing, it was literally one of the most difficult things I've done ever. Yeah, it's surprising that just meditating for 10 days straight would be so difficult, and I remember experiencing so many positive things as a result of that. So I wanted to kind of do it again, and then I wanted to record the whole experience because I think it was just incredible. Last time I did it, I more or less forced myself to finish, so I was like trying really hard to get to day 5, and then once day 5 hit, I'm like, okay, cool, like there's absolutely no, I'm stopping now. So it was more of like a very forced way of doing it, and I want to do again where I literally just surrender and embrace the full experience. And also I want to finally go to Russia. So if you didn't know, I was born in Russia and I haven't really been back there for around 4 years. This is mainly because of the problem I have with having a Russian passport. It means that I have to join the military service, which, you know what, I don't really want to do, especially in Russia. So I had some complications with it, but hopefully all that is more or less sorted out. So around like April, May time, I should be able to go there, and it should be quite cool. And then by that time, I should hopefully have got like a camera and stuff and be experimenting with that, maybe even a drone, and then I can make some like really cool videos. And like a smaller one, I wanted to go summit Ben Nevis. Me and a mate of mine, Ben, we were supposed to do like the Ben Nevis summit a few summers back, but it just never ended up happening. So this summer, it must happen. And plus I have an excuse of making a YouTube video. So like I know I have to get it done. And then finally, I'm going to try and make this work. But I wanted to go traveling around Europe for around 2 months during summer, due to some events kind of unfolding, that means that for me to go traveling solo around summer would be a lot, I guess, easier. That's the way of saying it. So I'm like, I'm 23, I might as well. So I want to do it this summer, and depending on how I find this trip, I want to take another trip next year, either for Europe or maybe Asia or South America, which should be just fucking sick. And then finally, finance-based goals. So at the moment I'm doing quite well in crypto, so I wanted to like continue moving the ball and then do well in crypto, I guess, and then continue to keep learning about it, continue to understand more of kind of different sides of the whole crypto market, then maybe going towards the metaverse, and then maybe buying land in a video game, which is just absolutely crazy. I was looking at the prices, and apparently for like a tiny bit of land in just, for example, Sandbox or some other kind of projects, it's like 100k, or some of them like as little as 10, and other of them go up like to crazy high prices, which is just insane to me. I do not understand why it's this expensive. So I want to kind of investigate that, and when the crypto bear run kind of finally starts, I wanted to maybe like purchase a bit of property online. Just sounds crazy, to be honest. And yeah, experiment with some NFTs as well. Okay, so after I had to run to the toilet. Thank you for watching, guys. If you want to see another video, I actually made a Q&A about loads of random things, so check out.